The mysterious map in the jungle. It was a bright morning in the jungle. Birds were chirping all around. Motu, the elephant, was happily plucking mangoes from a tree and eating them. Just then, Golu the human came running. "Motu, Motu, look what I found!" He held an old piece of paper covered in strange symbols. Motu squinted and said, looks like an old Ladu wrapper to me." Golu replied, "No, it's a treasure map." Motu's eyes widened. "Treasure? You mean ladus made of gold?" Golu laughed. "Maybe golden ladus." They decided their adventure starts today. Motu filled his trunk with water and said, "Bottle ready." Golu grabbed his bag. "Let's go deep into the jungle." On the way, they met a snake, a monkey, and a talking parrot. The parrot said, "Only those who reach the cave beyond the mountain will find the treasure." Motu grinned. "Then let's go. I'll lead and you ride on me." Golu laughed. "Wow, the Elephant Express." They reached an old wooden bridge hanging over a roaring river. Golu trembled. "Motu, this bridge looks ancient." Motu said, "Don't worry, I'm a lightweight elephant." The moment he stepped, creak! The bridge started shaking. Golu shouted, "Stop!" Motu quickly lifted Golu with his trunk and jumped across. They landed safely on the other side. Golu gasped. "You're a real stuntman!" Motu laughed. "Of course! I'm the Fast and Furious of the jungle!" Suddenly, the sky turned dark. Strong winds roared and trees began to fall. Motu shouted, "Golu, hold on to my ears!" They hid behind a large rock as the storm raged. Then a paper flew through the air. It was the missing half of the treasure map. Golu caught it just in time and read, "The treasure lies where the sun touches the earth." Motu nodded. "That means toward the mountain at sunset." They both sighed in relief and moved ahead. They reached a deep green valley full of snakes. Hissing sounds echoed. Golu froze in fear. Motu raised his trunk. "Brothers, we come in peace." An old wise snake slithered forward and said, "If you want the treasure, solve our riddle." The riddle was, what kind of tree grows without seeds? Golu scratched his head. Motu said confidently, "Date palm." The snakes hissed, "Wrong." Golu thought for a moment and said, "The tree of shade, because it grows with friendship." The snakes smiled and opened the path. They reached a massive cave at the foot of the mountain. On the gate it was written, "Only those with a pure heart may enter." Motu pushed hard, but the gate didn't move. Golu said, "Maybe we need to help someone first." Just then, they spotted an injured deer nearby. They bandaged its leg and gave it water. As soon as the deer stood up, the cave door opened magically. Golu smiled. "See? This cave opens not with the mind, but with the heart." Inside was a glowing maze, its walls glittering with lights. Each path said, "Choose right or be trapped." Motu sniffed the air. "Don't worry, I'll follow the smell of ladus." Golu sighed. "We're looking for treasure, not sweets." As they explored, Motu fell into a trap. Golu quickly used his belt as a hook and pulled him out. Motu grinned. "You may be small, but you're a big help." Before them lay a glowing red lake, like melted lava. In the middle stood a stone platform with a golden chest. Golu gasped, "That's the treasure!" Motu said, "Hold on, I'll throw you there." Golu panicked. "Throw me?" Motu chuckled. "I mean, I'll lift you with my trunk." He carefully raised Golu with his trunk and extended him over the lake. Golu grabbed the chest. Inside were golden ladus, shining bright. Motu shouted, "Told you so!" Suddenly, the cave began to shake. Rocks started falling. They ran as fast as they could. Motu in front, Golu on his back. Golu yelled, "Faster, Motu!" Motu huffed, running at full speed, all 4 tires on turbo. Just as the cave collapsed behind them, they burst out into the open. Boom! They looked at each other and burst into laughter. The sun was setting, painting the sky in golden hues. Motu said, "Look, Golu, the sun is touching the earth. That's the real treasure." Golu smiled. "Yes, friendship and courage are the greatest treasures." Motu added, "And the second greatest treasure, ladus." They shared the treasure happily, and the jungle echoed with cheers.